Good afternoon, Facebook. How are you? It's your girl, Queen Kadi, here right now. I don't usually do lives very often, unless it's for business. However, some of you may have got the notification or the message that I just put out into the Facebook group, which was really important. Before I even go into that message, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who sent their messages and condolences of the passing of my father over the weekend. The worst thing about it is not only did we have to say goodbye over the video chat, but that he actually went into hospital to get an eye operation, and while he was in hospital, caught COVID-19. Before the operation, they had to do 2 tests, testing him for COVID anyway, and that came back negative. That's how we know he caught it, from the hospital after the operation. So obviously that happened at the weekend. So what happened yesterday with myself, I'm going to go straight into it. Feel free to tag someone, share it, anything you need to, because I wasn't even going to go public. I actually contacted a few of my media friends and said, this isn't right, because I was furious yesterday, absolutely furious. You know, I'm 8 months pregnant, dun dun dun, you know, belly getting real big, as you can see, 8 months. So I'm due to give birth any minute, but I have to go in for a C-section in 4 weeks. So it's not even I can have a home birth. So anyway, attended the hospital yesterday for my antenatal appointment to speak to my consultant regarding this C-section. On arrival, I had my mask. Now, I ain't got no posh mask. I ain't got no fancy mask. Mine is a proper N95 mask. Look at my mask. It's got a bit of makeup on right now. I got this big old chunk of a mask that I wear when I go out. I've been self-isolating for the last few weeks anyway. So I was told on reception, before I entered the hospital, I have to remove my mask. Remove my mask. I'm like, why am I removing my mask? These are from people that have got some thin surgical masks over their face. You want me to remove my mask and come into the hospital? I said, why? The new policy, all women have to remove their masks before they enter the hospital. I said, okay, you provided me with a mask when I go in there. No, we're not providing you with a mask. Anyways, you can imagine it didn't go down too well. Security was called and everything, because I was saying, why am I entering a hospital with COVID patients inside with no mask at 8 months pregnant? It just didn't make sense to me. Anyway, they've got these machines, had to wash their hands, so I lowered my mask like this. They would not let me through the hospital. They said I have to talk to the midwife. So you'll have to go through the hospital with no mask and speak to someone on the other side. She said, speak to the receptionist and see if they will give you a different mask. So I got to the other side and said to the receptionist, can I have a mask, please? She says, no, the masks are only for staff because we're short-staffed. This time, my blood is boiling and I was trying to calm down, but I couldn't. This is the women's hospital in Birmingham. So got to the receptionist. She told me, no, I have to speak to a midwife. Anyway, I couldn't even they tried to do my blood pressure, my heart's racing, and they asked me to wait in the waiting room. I was in a waiting room with about 10 other women with no mask. I put on my mask. I'm like, no one's telling me to remove my mask. There was no 2 meter distance then, because, you know, a couple of the women were standing up because there wasn't enough seats in this waiting room. There was 10 pregnant women, all of different, obviously, you know, I'm 8 months, was probably some that were less than 8 months, but they were all had, I'm guessing, some kind of problem, because you had to see a consultant. This was a consultant's area. So Cut a long story short, I went into my consultant and I was furious by this point. I mean, you just can't even imagine how furious I was. Everyone was trying to calm me down. My consultant said to me, because the first thing I said is, why can't I wear my mask? She was like, what are you talking about? I said, they told me I had to remove my mask. The consultant, the doctor, said, I have not heard of this new policy. You can put on your mask. So I'm in with the doctor now, and she said, put on your mask, whatever. She's like, what do you mean you can't wear your mask? She says, I've never heard of this. I'm like, I broke down the story for like 5 minutes. I'm telling her of my incident so far. She says, hold on, let me call the midwife before we even go further. She actually brought me out to the midwife station, and she asked one of the midwives to follow us back into the room because she wanted me to be there. So I went into, the midwife came back into the room, and first of all I told her, listen, my dad just died on the weekend after catching COVID from the hospital. Now you've told me to come into a hospital and I have to remove my mask. That doesn't make sense. She's asking me, what am I talking about? This is the midwife. I had to tell her the story. She says, hold on, I need to talk to the head midwife now. So I'm like, okay, so your doctor doesn't know this new policy and you don't know this new policy about my big old N95 mask. She's like, wear your mask, calm down. Anyway, she comes back in about 10 minutes later. She says, I spoke to the head midwife, and yes, that's the new policy. We've asking all women to remove their masks in the hospital. I said, why? Hear the reasoning. She said, because people don't change their masks every day or every week or every time they're supposed to change it. Some people will be wearing the same disposable mask for a week or 2 days. I said, isn't a mask better than no mask? That's you know. I'm like, but my mask is an N95 mask, number one. She says that's a new policy that they've rolled out from today. So I said to her, under this new policy, how about if I attend the hospital with a clean and open mask? I showed her this mask. See this mask? I roll with 2 masks. This is still in the packet. She says, yes, if you come back in with an unopened mask and ask to open the mask on premises, they should let you in. I said, this is ridiculous. Because not all women will know this. I said, there's so many women coming to the hospital now and they're going to be exposed. They're pregnant women. We have to come in by ourselves anyway with no partner or no +1 because of the COVID situation. And this is going to catch so many women off guard. I don't know if these women have been self-isolating. I don't know who any of these women have been around. I've just had to stand outside with 10 women all with no masks on. I said, you're trying to affect people here. This is ridiculous. So you know, the NHS staff are worried. I didn't blame it on her, but they are worried. She said, she says, your mask is better than my mask. She says, I've got this thin surgical mask on right now. So I went on to ask her about this COVID-19 ward for pregnant women. And she says, don't worry, the COVID-19 ward is separate from the other wards. I said, but you don't know who's coming in with COVID because you've asking everyone to remove their masks. I said, isn't that worse at a hospital, in a hospital environment, for people to have no masks? People have been going Tesco, you know, if even you go for a walk, everyone's wearing masks. But you've put me in a hospital environment with staff that are worried, haven't got the right PPE equipment, with, you know. So that's a story anyway. So on my way out, I said to the security again, I've been told that if I open this mask in front of you, that I can wear my mask. The security said to me, no, I'm not letting you in. Even if my mask is unopened, I'm not letting you in with a mask. I said, so you're going to stop me from coming in? She's like, yes, I'm going to stop you from coming in this hospital unless you remove your mask. So anyway, that's my story. I've calmed down right now, but I think everyone needs to know. I've got the media involved. The media are actually trying to contact the hospital, the women's hospital right now, to find out if this is a new policy, because I know when I go and see my midwife, we're required to wear masks. I've never heard of anything like this in my life. where I'm having to go into a hospital and remove my mask. So yeah, that is the story right now. I have to have a C-section, so now I'm worried about I'm going to be put on a ward with people that could have COVID. I'm just assuming, because I don't think they know what's going on right now. There's nothing I can do apart from ask people right now to share this. I'm going to be putting pressure on the media. Tomorrow I've got an interview with New Star Radio in the morning, and hopefully I'm just going to try and get this policy cleared up right now, because I feel so vulnerable at 8 months pregnant now, and I have to remove my mask. I don't even know what's going to happen. All I'm saying is anything that happens to me, just let you know, I'm not going down without a fight. That's number one. So if anything happens, you already know what's happening out there, because right now this is absolutely ridiculous. You know, don't watch the pregnancy fat face. You know, and obviously I've been crying after the passing of my dad from this damn thing. And that's the thing. He went into the hospital with an eye operation and caught COVID. There's nothing from saying that I can't go in and catch it. You know, while I've got the energy right now, I'm just sharing this information with everyone. So please, 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 just share it with someone. If you know someone that works in the media, just let them know what's happening, because I didn't have a clue at all that this is how bad it was at the moment. So yeah, that's my incident from yesterday. I have to go in hospital for a pre-op on the 18th of May. I'm hoping by then they'd have changed their policy back again, because I don't understand why pregnant women should have to take off their mask, whether it's open or unopen. You know, these are proper masks that I bought for myself. I ain't got no fancy mask. I wanted the real thing. But just if you've know someone that's pregnant, someone who's expecting, just give them a heads up anyway. All right. On that note, I'm your girl, Queen Kadi. You know, just share it on Facebook, Instagram. This is ridiculous. But, you know, love to each and every one of you. Thank you for everyone that reached out to me regarding my passing of my dad. And you'll definitely hear from me very, very soon. If I have any updates, I will definitely come back on Facebook and update you all. All right. Oh, sorry. I'm just looking at some of the posts. No, we haven't been tested at all. No one's been tested. So yeah, this is just a stupid spread. I'm just looking at some of the yeah, not allowed. Yeah, I'm just reading some of the messages. No, they have sectioned off COVID patients. So if someone's come in and tested positive for COVID, they're in a different department. However, how many people have been tested? I was in a room yesterday full of 10 women in the waiting room. I don't know if they've been tested or not. I'm guessing they haven't been tested. Have they been self-isolating? But no, just the fact that I'm in that environment with no mask on, you know, makes me feel so vulnerable. So yeah, I don't know if they've been tested. Everyone's reacting to this differently. We've been told that the Bain community are dying off first, so we don't really know how this disease, this virus is operating. But the fact that you're making me and putting me in a situation where I'm more vulnerable is yeah, scary. Honey says the policy is to wear masks for 4 hours only. That's the NHS policy. Oh yeah, this is one other thing before you go. So the nurses, the midwife says to me they've been given one mask to wear for the whole day. One mask for the whole day. So that is just, you know, I don't even know if the NHS staff are protected right now. But on that note, I'm definitely going to go now. Love, blessings, always. And yeah, I'll definitely keep you updated. All right, speak to you soon. Bye.